You keep interrupting. You did this last time. I'm going to lose my patience. The last thing I want to do up here is lose my patience. Okay? Really. You did the same thing to me last time.
I did not.
I don't want to be interrupted.
My name.
Do I look like the kind of guy that wants to be interrupted?
No.
Ma'am. If you don't pay your rent in full because you owed other late fees, then that keeps accruing. You follow me? Like if you don't pay all your rent in June and they've accumulated late fees, even if you pay your rent by the end of June, you haven't paid the late fees. Therefore, another late fee accrues if you pay what the rent is in July, but don't pay the late fees. How much do you owe them? I don't care if it's in past due rent, costs, or
Late fees. They've been doing this 3 years and I have a trail record. I even contacted David Rudisell last year because they.
You're going to interrupt me every time, aren't you?
No, I don't know how to get this information.
No, you're gonna interrupt me. You're gonna interrupt me, and it doesn't matter what I say or do. You're just gonna keep interrupting me. It's one of these days. I mean, it's gonna be one of these days for me. Because you just don't want to listen, and you didn't listen last time. Listening is a virtue. You follow me? Listening is a virtue. When I listen, and you listen, then we can communicate, but we can't if we're talking over the other person all the time. Are you telling me right now that you owe, let me finish the question, that you owe nothing in past due rent, that you owe nothing in late fees, and that you owe nothing in court costs, and that you owe nothing in statutory attorney?
I don't know what statutory means.
$75 they're entitled to when they get a judgment.
October of 2020.
I didn't ask you.
Okay.
I did not ask you about October.
So
We're now into May, believe it or not.
right, and I have all of this, so I don't know what you want me to show you.
I want you to tell me how much money that you owe them in all of these categories. Add them up.
I know.
Rent, costs, attorney fees, late fees. Add them all up and give me the exact dollar figure that you owe right now.
I would owe,
I don't. It's very simple. Just tell me the month that you owe.
I think it's $75. That was the basic that I owed. And they kept tacking it on and tacking stuff on.
Because you
They
didn't.
didn't.
Because you didn't pay. When's the last time she paid in full, Ms. Schoen?
Your Honor, I have witnesses here. I've got the bookkeeper. I also have the property manager. So she still has not paid her carrying charges for this month. They were due on the 1st. They still have not been paid.
She's convinced because you're late. This is how well I remember this case.
Whose phone is it? It's gotta go out.
She's convinced that she owes nothing for May right now because the late fees, because the late fee provision doesn't kick in until the 10th. Am I right? That's what you told me last time. Wait, am I right?
I'm sorry, for today? I don't know. You said the 10th. May.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to put you last because I'm not gonna keep all these other people wait. You told me last time that you don't owe. The rent isn't due till the 10th because there's no late fee provision until the 10th.
It doesn't mean I always paid on the 10th. That was their rules. So there's no late fees. So I paid up to April. Now May is due. I came to court first.
How much do you think she owes? And give me the breakdown.
Yes,
You
Your
didn't
Honor.
follow my directions very well, Ms. Moore.
Your Honor, I have ADHD. I am struggling right now, big time from this. I missed work. I'm having an anxiety attack.
All right, okay, just calm down. Tell me exactly how you guys calculate the past due rent, and it is past due, even though the late fee provision for May doesn't kick in until the 10th. You understand me?
Yes.
Right? Okay, tell me how much you owe and how much you think she owes and how you calculate it.
Yes, Your Honor. The total that she owes, and I do have witnesses here as well. The total she owes right now is $775 plus our statutory attorney fees of $179.04. So the way that the carrying charges here, we're with this co-op, the carrying charges apply.
I'm going to make sure I understand. You're saying $775 plus the statutory attorney fee is $75, right?
Just a moment. Just a minute, Mariana. So the statutory, the filing fee is $70.04 because we requested a second mailing. So it's $70.04 is the filing fee, plus a $35 service plea, plus the $75 statutory attorney fee is $179.04, Your Honor. Those are our court costs. The amount of arrears in total are $775. When Miss Moore makes a payment, the payment is applied to the oldest balance. So right now she owes $725 in carrying charges and a $50 late fee.
For the month of May?
She owes a partial balance for the month of April in her carrying charges, because when she has made those carrying charges payments, they went to the oldest balance. So she owes a full May plus a portion for April, and then she owes $50 late fee for April. It has not been applied yet for May. Now, I just want to let the court know that when the NSF fee took place in October, my witness here, Miss Linda Farrar, immediately contacted Miss Moore. She immediately sent her a notice. She sent her a letter explaining that an NSF had happened, that the $50 late fee was applying, that a $25 NSF fee was applying, and they gave them for 3 months without late fees. They continually sent her updated notices of the amounts that was owing for 3 entire months. They did not charge any late fees. So Miss Moore, did not satisfy the amount that was owing at that time. And so there
So
were
you think she
several
owes
months.
179.04 plus 775? Is that true?
It's 775, Your Honor, plus 179.04. That's right. And we're happy to give her 2 weeks to pay that.
So that's 954.04.
That's right, Your Honor.
See, do you understand that, Ms. Moore? Now, I want to just talk to you. Please just listen to me. I remember we talked about the late fee and you said that they didn't give you notice, and I was convinced that they gave you notice. But what they're saying to you is, let's say your rent was $100 a month. If you had late fees accumulated, but you only went and paid $100, that being your monthly rental rate in my example, you still owed late fees that cause you to owe late fees for the month after that, and the month after that, and the month after that, and the month after that. Do you understand that?
I understand the information you're getting from them, and I don't know how to show you they're wrong. I have it. I don't know how to give you this and show it to you. I have copies the last 3 years, because the last 3 years they've sued me in court here. The last 3 years they keep suing me. They keep suing me. And I keep emails to prove now, and I have a paper trail of everything.
When did she stop? When did she go into arrears as it relates to this case, counsel?
She was in arrears officially back in October when the NSF payment. So she's been carrying a balance since October, when she submitted a check for funds that she did not have in the bank.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm going to just ask you a question. I interrupted you and I apologize, but how much are your late fees on this case again per month?
So the late fees are $50 a month, and they
So
did
you're-
not charge them for several months. So the total late fees are right now $200, which is 4 months, but we're actually entitled to 7 months of late fees because
So
she
you
was
see
late
that
for.
they're only charging you $200 instead of $350. And then a large bulk of this is for the May rent, correct?
Yes, the
And how
vast
much
majority
how
of
much
this.
is the May rent again?
May carrying charges are $552, and they have not been paid. And I would
So
just-
that's $552 plus 200 in late fees. That's $752. Plus you owe, ma'am, $179.04 in costs.
So it's
and
also the
plus-
25. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. And also what?
So it's if we break it down. So if we break it down into arrears based on what she owes for this month. For this month, she owes $550, and then it's $200 for the late fee and $25 for the NSF. So that's $775, Your Honor, plus our statutory costs of $179.04. That's not the accounting method that the cooperative uses because they apply the payments to the oldest balance, like all consumer debts, credit
How much
cards,
do you have, how much did you
mortgages.
come up with then? 956.04 is what I got.
I've got 954.04, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Moore, I want you to listen. Do you understand that? And don't just tell me no to be obstinate. I just want to make sure you understand that when you bounce the check, that you accumulated an NSF check fee of $25, and now you were on the hook for late fees back in October. And even though you may have paid your rent in November, you were still late because you didn't pay the balance owing in October. And they're actually cutting down the late fees, as I understand it, by 3 months. So they're really only charging you for January, February, March, April. How do you get right? You're only charging for $200 in late fees, right?
Yes, Your Honor, we're only charging for November, December, January, and February, essentially. Yeah, so we would be entitled to 7, which would be $350.
But you're not asking for that, right? Or are you?
No, we're
So
not.
they're
We
kind of
waived
waiving
those.
they're waiving $150 in late fees. And please don't just tell me, look at this. I'm not your lawyer.
I know.
And I told you to send that to them and bring it to the court. And you can't answer my question. You just keep saying 0, 0, 0. I don't know anything, right? Go ahead. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to let you talk.
Back October, when I bounced the check, I paid it before the 10th. Okay,
Did she pay I'll interrupt you there. Did she pay the NSF, the money for October before October 10th?
No, she did not, Your Honor.
I didn't think so
she
from
did
last
not.
time either.
She absolutely did not, because the NSF payment, if I may respond, Ms. Moore, the NSF payment itself, so she made the payment on October 10th. That was the date that the payment was made. Then it was returned for insufficient funds on the 17th of October. So there's no way that she replenished that by the 10th of October. The 10th of October is the date that the payment bounced itself.
So then once you became late on that, you were late for all the subsequent months. Do you understand that? I want to make sure you understand that. You paid them on the 10th, it bounced. So you didn't really pay them.
so October 31st, when they put a letter in my door on Halloween night, that was the first notice I had. I ran out Friday, came back and paid October's rent, just so you know.
But you didn't pay the late fee for
I
October.
emailed them.
You didn't pay the late fee for October, right?
No, I
And you didn't pay the NSF fee for October. Wait.
You're right. I asked if it was.
And then, so now you were still carrying a balance of $75. Do you understand that?
I was reaching out to.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
It was your fault, not theirs, right? It was your fault, not theirs. You bounced the check. We can't bounce checks. It's illegal to write a check when we don't have the money in the account. We know of that, okay? So you bounced a check. Now, how much? So I gotta tell you right off of there, and I'm trying to make you understand this, the rental amount for May is $552, right?
Yes, the carrying charges are $552. I just
Right.
want to say one thing, Your Honor. One of the reasons that we came back was because she claimed at the last hearing that she had no notice of this. And she's now saying that
she did. I was convinced she did. But even
Yes.
so, 552 plus 179.04 in court costs, plus the statutory attorney fee of 75, that comes out to 806.04. Does it not? Am I wrong, counsel?
No, it's 954.04, Your Honor. It's
No, I know that,
770.
but that includes 3 months of late fees at least. And if you pay this all before the 10th, you don't have a late fee on the May rent. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do you agree with me that I'm right? And please don't just say, no, I don't agree with you, to be obstinate with me.
Not trying to.
Okay.
But, they're not being forthcoming right now.
Okay, what did they lie about?
First one, I didn't get notice and I have emails. I never got a notice from them. They will not email me.
You bounced the check. You bounced the
I'm sorry.
check.
May I interrupt, Your Honor?
The first occurrence, they waive, so I emailed them over and over again, asking if they would contact me. Then they said my payment was late and I have proof I paid it.
You bounced the check, right? You bounced the check,
But
right?
Right.
And then you had a late fee because you bounced the check. And an NSF check fee since you bounced the check. That's $75. And all these payments that you made since then, I'm sorry, but they were not timely.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Ma'am. If you prove to me you paid the $75 balance plus the $552 by November 10th,
November 6th. I didn't pay the 75 because
I know, because that's why you were behind and they applied the 552.
I did not know until
It
March.
was not their fault. It was not their fault.
I have 3 years of.
Ma'am, I don't want to go back to 3 years. This has nothing to do with 3 years ago. Ma'am, we're not going back 3 years. There's no reason to go back 3 yees.
I have a paper trail of them doing this to me, charging me for late fees and it wasn't late. I have checks from 2000. I have stuff I have been keeping because of them.
She told me, and she is an officer of the court. She told me that this all started to occur in October. Is that true or false, Ms. Schoen? She was up to date until she bounced the check that she delivered on October the 10th. Is that true or false?
So we had a zero balance. She had a zero balance on October. She had a zero balance for September. And then her carrying charges became due in October. So she did have a zero balance. I'd just like to say, Your Honor, Ms. Moore keeps changing her story. She says she
No.
didn't receive notice, but then she said, I got notice on Halloween.
I remember I found that she had notice. Ma'am.
She just stated that she has.
Ma'am. Do you realize we're fighting over 7 months or 6 months of late fees?
Yes.
And they waived 3 of them?
I'd rather go to trial because
You don't get a trial unless I find there's no triable issue here,
I
ma'am.
have 3 years of them targeting.
You don't get a trial unless I find there's a triable issue, and I can't figure out how there is one here. Between last time and this time, I am convinced that they started to add the late fees when you bounced the check, which then gave them an NSF fee check of $25 entitlement plus the $50 in late fees. And then you might have paid your rent of $552 or $56 every month timely, but you didn't pay the late fees. And you didn't pay the NSF fees. What were you disputing? Why were you disputing it when you bounced the check?
Their first occurrence, they'll wait. That was my first occurrence. And since 2019, I own my own house for 24 years. I'm single going through, I'm not with my husband, I'm legally married. I'm going through a divorce. I am doing this on my own.
Ma'am, I'm going to try to help you right now. If you need more time, I can give you more time.
I would love more time.
How much time do you need to pay this?
I would love more time for you to look at this paper.
I don't need to look at anything, ma'am. I've listened. I listened to you before and I listen to you now. And one thing is clear. You bounced the check.
I did bounce the check.
And you didn't pay the NSF fee of $25, and you didn't pay the late fee.
All my emails.
I don't care about your emails. I'll swear you to an oath. Do you want me to swear you to an oath? And you can tell me if you ever got this balance back to zero, taking them at their word that every month they were charging you late fees because you owed them $75.
They were charging on late fees.
No, they were.
I didn't know anything about a bounce check and their rules and regulations. I even brought their original rule.
Do you realize you're arguing over about 150 or ma'am? Do you realize you're arguing over $200 that you caused?
It's more than that, Your Honor.
No, it's not.
This is the 3rd year in a row they've done this to me. And then they did it to me last.
Well, then pay your bills on time.
This wasn't the bills. I've never bounced a check. If you saw the pattern and history of this.
I told you to tell me how much you owe when you refused to do that. I asked you 3 times the other day. I said to calculate it before you came back. And you keep interrupting. What? You think you owe 0, right?
If the first occurrence, like they say, it's waived. This is my first occurrence since 2019.
Does it say in the lease that if you bounce a check the first time, it's okay?
The first
No.
Do
occurrence,
they say that in the lease somewhere where if you bounce a check, it's okay?
they sent me an email. They sent me an email.
I don't think you're listening very well. You want to fight with them.
I don't want to
Yeah.
fight. I want you, I wish you could see all the stuff that.
Ma'am. Damn, this is for non-payment of rent.
I paid.
This is for not, no, you did not pay.
Do you know they don't even send notices?
Do you not, are you not, am I doing?
Or can I request, I asked if I can pay online, so I had a paper trail. Because right now I'm
Can
recording.
they pay it online?
They told me no.
We can,
Pay it
I
by
have my,
check. Pay it by check. You got a better paper trail.
we'd like certified funds, Your Honor, since she has a history of bouncing checks.
That's one. One-
Ma'am. How many times has she bounced a check now, Ms. Schoen? Be careful with this. You're
I-
saying she
I
has a
don't-
history.
I-
She's
well,
saying it's
She
one.
does have a history. She's acknowledged that she has done it. I don't know if she's done it many times beyond that.
Well,
but
she does
we
from
would like-
October, but are you aware of other bounce checks?
I'm not, but I have our bookkeeper here.
Who's your
But we-
bookkeeper?
Her name is Linda Farrar.
Ms. Farrar,
She's here.
Ms. Farrar, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you give in these proceedings be the whole true self you got.
I do, Your Honor.
Since how many bounce checks has Ms. Moore submitted to the apartment complex, say in the last 3 years?
You know, I don't have that information handy. We got a new computer system back at the beginning part of last year, so I would have to go back in archives and look. I don't have that, Your Honor.
Some of it, they won't give me my whole file, but I can get
Hey,
this.
hang on. What do you want me to look at?
This has, the dates and stuff, and it has no bounce check.
Okay.
Here, nothing. in there.
I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you. Okay? I'm gonna believe you. Now, I just want to make sure I have a good understanding as to what you think is owed. And remember, we're including May rent now. You understand that, right? Ms. Moore?
My rent every month. My.
This rent that you owe for May.
Oh, I will make, yes. I came
Yeah.
to court first to see.
Yeah, so that was for $552, right, Ms. Schoen?
Yes, so her carrying charges are $552, but because of the non-payment of the late fees and the NSF fee, and the way that the payments are applied to the oldest balance, she actually owes $725 in carrying charges.
$752. Right.
$725 in carrying charges, and then the 50 is for the late fee. So $725 is what she owes in carrying charges plus the 50 late fee, takes us to
I just want to figure out without
$775.
late fees. Right now, without late fees shows 552 plus 179.04 plus 75, right?
Plus the $25 NSF fee.
Plus, okay, I forgot that. My mistake. So it should be without any other late fees, $831.04, right?
That sounds right.
552 plus 179.04 plus 75 equals 806.04, and you got a $25 NSF fee, and that makes it to 831.04. Do you, and that's without any late fees.
That sounds right, Your Honor, without the late fees, although we do argue that we're entitled to them, and we did forgive almost half of the late fees already.
Cut this short. I'm going to cut this short because I am going to cut this short. Do you see how you at least owe $831.04?
No.
I'm going to order another $150 in late fees, and that makes the total. Would you ask me for
$954.04, Your Honor.
Well, I'm going to get. I'm going to give you $100. $931.04. Judgment for plaintiff, $931.04, and I will work with you, Ms. Moore. I will work with you in terms of payment. Can you pay this?
No, I cannot. I worked in, the first year for 6 weeks.
Okay, just remember though, that your payment's due on the 10th. Tell me a legitimate time when you can pay this.
Today, the rent, 552.
No, you're going to pay all of it or you're going to get kicked out. You're going to pay $931.04. Well, tell me when you can pay $931.04 and I'll work with you.
I don't know, I can give you the 552 today, I don't know about anything else.
Well, you're gonna have to give me a date, ma'am.
Well, so 552, well, I don't know what the difference is that I would,
I'll tell you in a second.
I'm not able to.
Wait. I don't see how you can owe less than that, man. I'm saying, I said 93104. Did I not, Ms. Schoen?
You did, Your Honor, and we're
So I'm
happy to
only
give.
giving them $100 of late fees. That's probably too kind on my part. They're entitled to a lot more. Sounds like they're entitled to 7 months or 350. But if you owe 931.04 and you pay $552, that means
I'm showing 379.04, Your Honor, would be the difference.
379.04 that you would owe. Okay? And that will take care of all your rent and everything else up through the writ date. Now, I can extend the writ date for you. Okay? Tell me when you can come up with the other 379.04.
Plus my rent for next month, I have to factor in, like a month
A month for
3,
Here's what I'll do. Counsel, the order of judgment should be for that amount. If defendant pays $552 by May the 14th, writ date extended until May the 28th. So you've got 24 days to pay. But then you're still going to owe June rent. But you have to stay up on that and pay that. I would pay it by the 1st. I'd figure out a way to pay it by the 1st, and then you don't need to worry about it.
May I ask permission? I don't know how to ask this, because the trust between the office and myself, David Russo is on the board. I need a third party that I'm able to contact.
Dave Rudisell,
Yeah, I contacted him last summer.
he's the police officer, right? Ex-police officer. He's the ex-police officer from Riverview.
Yes.
He's a trustworthy guy.
He's not, I had to go to him last year because they pulled something shady with the last year.
Now, can I tell you something? You're not near as old as I am, but this world is short.
It is.
We're very short for this time.
It is.
Why don't you just calm down, pay your rent when you're supposed to? I'm not getting into these other issues. This was only over non-payment of rent.
It's been.
But I think you're fighting with them unnecessarily. I think I probably, if I gave a disservice to anybody, it was to them. I really do.
Can I leave this?
Did you hear what no, I'm done with this. There's no triable issue here, ma'am. There is no triable issue, but you're not seeing the forest for the trees because you want to argue with them. Now, these issues are not before the court. And all I'm trying to do right now is figure out whether there's a triable issue. And I've easily concluded, no, there's not. They could argue, they should appeal me, frankly. They should appeal me. Because I've been too kind to you, and you don't have a defense based on everything that I've heard. Now let's terminate this conversation, okay? Really and truly. I'm cutting a break. You paid that money by the 14th, you paid the rest by the 28th. And everybody's happy and back to square one. Then just pay by the 1st every month. Don't look at it like your rent isn't due till the 10th. Don't look at it that way.
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's what the contract says. That it doesn't mean the rent isn't due till the 10th. It means rent is due on the 1st. But if you pay by the 10th, there's no late fee. But that's it. I'm very confident I've done the right thing from your standpoint. I'm not so clear if I have with them. Ms.
Your Honor,
Schoen?
we would just object. We'd object to the.
I know. It's okay. You don't need to object. You guys can
Can I
appeal.
just-
I get it.
Can I just very briefly give my
No.
objection?
Why? You can appeal. The record's clear. You want me to give $200 a month in rent. You think you're entitled to $350.
Your Honor?
You guys can go up and appeal. It's okay.
Your Honor,
I'm not going to argue with anybody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm not always right. I try to be, but I'm not arguing with anybody. Okay, so if the appellate court needs me to tell them why I did what I did, well, I'm probably going to have to say maybe I shouldn't have done that. But that's it, Ms. Schoen. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Submit your judgment today. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor.
Tell
Thank you.
Valley versus Eric Woods Johnson, 2601541. Not easy to be a judge anymore, Mr. Landman. How are you?
I am well. How are you? Are you feeling better?
Good, good. Your appearance?
Daniel Landman, P35797, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Where is Woods Johnson? Are they here?
He is here.
Uh,
He's
yeah.
marked as iPhone, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Woods Johnson?
Yes,
From
sir.
now on, when you log in on these, you need to log in with your name on there so we know who you are. Will you do that for me in the future, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me your name.
Eric Woods Johnson.
Did you guys talk, Mr.
We did.
Johnson?
We have an
Okay.
agreement, Your Honor.
No. Mm-mm.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
sir.
we do have a consent.
Okay,
Mr. Woods Johnson acknowledges that the rent to retain is $2,354.79. Costs are $191.07 for a grand total of $545.86. 2545.86.
yeah, one
That
second.
amount will be
Can you
paid on or
mute,
before.
Smith and Bender there, Jennifer? I'm sorry, and go ahead.
Your Honor, that judgment balance will be paid on or before May 22nd of 2026, or an order of eviction could issue thereafter. Mr. Woods Johnson appears before you this afternoon without counsel, and I have informed him of his 3-day right to rescind.
Sir, do you understand what Mr. Landman just told me?
Yes, sir.
He says you owe 2545.86. Do you agree that you owe that amount?
Yes, sir.
Since you're unrepresented by a lawyer, you have 3 business days to come in and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment, and you have 10 days to appeal. If you pay this on or before the 22nd of May, you can stay. So he's giving you an extra 8 days. The typical writ period is 10 days. If you pay on or before the 22nd, you can stay. If you don't, you'll be evicted. And then that's the bottom line. So you either have to pay up or move out by that date. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have 10 days to appeal this. Does Mr. Landman have your permission to sign your name to this proposed consent judgment?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any questions for me?
No, sir.
Sir, I sincerely wish you well. Good luck to you. And you're all set. Have a great day. Thank you, Mr. Landman.
Thank
Do
you
you
as
have
well.
any others?
I do, Your Honor. I have Creekside Estates
Okay.
versus
Creekside-
Alice Bester.
Creekside versus Alice Bester, 2601611. Ms. Bester, good morning or afternoon, ma'am. Your name, you have to unmute. There you go.
Hello, my name is Alice Bester.
Good to see somebody smiling. All right, Mr. Landman, your appearance.
Yes, Daniel Landman, appearing on behalf of Creekside, Your Honor. When we were before you previously 2 weeks ago, Ms. Bester indicated she was seeking assistance. I don't know if she filed the DC 539 form, but she informed me today that her application is still pending, and therefore she would arguably be entitled to a final 2-week adjournment.
Did she send that to us, like I said, Jennifer? Tell me yes.
Yes, I
I am-
did.
I was
got
gonna say,
it,
I'm
Jen?
double checking, but
What's that?
I'm double checking right now.
Okay,
Yes, we do have it.
good. You get you another 2-week adjournment, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to adjourn this to May the 18th at what time, Jen?
Let's do 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 a.m., okay?
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day. Thank
You
you.
too.
Thanks, Mr. Landman.
Your Honor, I do have one last case, but I'm not sure whether the court wishes to hear it now or later, and that is the Televalley versus Bogus matter.
Is he here, Jennifer?
He's in the courtroom, Your Honor.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me get through a couple of these others, if you would, please.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Woodhaven Place versus Jonathan Brown, 2601613. Where is Mr. Brown?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Bears of Salem on behalf of plaintiff.
Good morning. And Mr. Brown, sir, your name?
Jonathan Brown.
How you doing, Mr. Brown? Thanks again for your service. Did you apply for funding, sir?
I did. They messed it up and canceled it. I talked to them. They said that they would give me a call back once they got a reprocess, so I'm just waiting on them.
Who messed it up? Who'd you apply with?
I applied with the I think it was MIDHHS. It was a
Okay.
SER.
Counsel, what do you mean when you say they messed it up?
they were asking for documents, and I was working on getting them the documents, but between that, they had canceled it due to saying that I didn't have a source of income when I put on that I was in the Army. So it was just a confusion. They said they would talk to the manager and try to get it reprocessed for me.
Any objection with 2-week adjournment, counsel?
Your Honor, we're actually dismissing the case. Mr. Brown and his family vacated and returned keys, and I did confirm that with my client. So my office will file a dismissal after this hearing.
So is that true, Mr. Brown? You guys vacated and turned in the keys?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the case on their motion. I sincerely wish you well, and thanks for your service again. I mean that. Good
Thank you,
luck to
Judge.
you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Marion Manor versus, do you have another one, Ms. Salem?
I have a few more, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to take this one, Marion Manor versus Scott, Jennifer Scott right now, 2601191. I think that was set for
Your Honor, we received a dismissal on that one. We just didn't get it. We must have not pulled it out of your stack.
case dismissed, motion of the plaintiff. Do I have, let's see here. Granite Televalley. Let's go back to Granite Televalley versus Ronald Allen Bodges, file number 2600001.
Daniel Landman, Your Honor, appearing for the plaintiff.
I don't know what these are doing here. Landlord, tenant,
Judge, those are some judgments for cases still to come that have no attorneys.
see. All right, Mr. Bodges, your name?
Ronald Bodges,
When's your trial on the criminal case?
July 13th.
What do you want? Mr. Landman, I feel strongly about the position I've taken. I'll let you try to talk me out of it if you still think I'm wrong.
Your Honor, I would state that this is a summary proceeding. It is a civil proceeding where the burden of proof is different. We certainly do not have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this gentleman committed the offense that he has been charged with. We merely have to show that there has been an interference in the quiet enjoyment of other.
But here's the thing, is that not impinging on his Fifth Amendment rights? I mean, he's going to deny the claim.
Well,
And now he's got to testify.
Right, and he can do one of two things, Your Honor. He can take the fifth. That's certainly his prerogative. But I think his position has been all along that he had no liability in this matter and that it was self-defense. And he certainly can testify to that effect at the civil trial.
Did you talk to a lawyer about this case?
Circuit case or
Well, this one, it's the same action, right? You're charged with felonious assault in the circuit court. I don't need you to answer that. And that's why they're trying to evict you, because they're saying you violated with their rules and that you assaulted somebody with a baseball bat. I'm just asking if you have talked to a lawyer that might be able to represent you in conjunction with this case. Here, on this one, do you understand how there's this interwoven conflict here between the, listen, you understand how there's like this interwoven conflict between you defending yourself in the criminal case and you defending yourself here?
What's in it?
That's why you need a lawyer.
And Your Honor, a week ago, when the court was unavailable, this gentleman and his sister, I believe, were sitting in the hall and supposedly were waiting for a lawyer who never showed up. So.
Did you have a lawyer? Well, did you tell him you were waiting for a lawyer?
He was absent. They told us to go down to that window down there and get a lawyer.
Did you ever call Lakeshore about this and talk to them?
I make too much money for legal aid, not enough money to hire my own attorney.
I'm telling you, counsel, I still have reservations. If you
I
want,
understand, Your Honor.
I really do. I'm not happy that it's going to take so long, but I just have serious reservations here. I'll let you brief it if you want and say, Judge, this is why you're wrong. I don't believe I'm wrong or I wouldn't have done this. I got he's charged with a 4-year felony, right? Felonious assault he's charged with, right?
I believe that's the case, yes.
And so
And then the problem, of course, is if it ends up being bound over, now he's in
Well, it
circuit
already is
court.
bound over.
Hey, has it been bound over?
Oh, I bound him over months ago.
Okay, because I thought he had a competency evaluation coming up.
Do you have a competency exam coming up on this? But that wasn't ordered until after you went to circuit, was it? Yeah, see, I think circuit court might have done that. Ms. Bryant, you want to say something? I'll listen to you, but listen, I'll listen to you, but this is unmute. Tell me what you want to say.
What she's going to tell you, Your Honor, is that he has committed other rule violations as well.
Well, then maybe you guys need to, your name. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying he's been an angel or a model tenant. I'm not saying that. All I know is I'm a judge and I've got to make sure that his Fifth Amendment rights are protected. And this is the same incident. If it was a different incident, if you had different incidents that give rise to this, that don't lead to criminal charges, particularly 4-year felonies, I would see no reason to stay this. The problem is he's charged with felonious assault in the circuit court, and he's got a felonious assault complaint, the same incident that gives rise to this. Look, I wish I could move that case along in circuit court further, quicker for you. I really do. And I don't know where the status is on the competency exam, but
May
if you,
23rd.
what's that?
It's on May 23rd. The competency
You make
hearing.
sure you make it there, right?
What's that?
You make sure you make it to your competency exam. I just can't do it, Mr. Landman. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable. If you guys want to add another allegation and start another notice to quit, I don't have a problem with that. And if it doesn't give rise to criminal charges, particularly felonies, but in any criminal charge, I'll be glad to go ahead with that one. But in the meantime, I just don't think I can. I'll set this out for a month and we'll see how that circuit court case is progressing. We know it doesn't even make sense for me to set it out for a month, because if he's getting his competency exam on May 23rd, I promise you they're not going to have the report back to anybody in the circuit court until the latter part of June minimum. And since he's not in custody, it might not be that late. Here's what I'll do. I'll either adjourn this a month and you can brief it if you want and tell me why I'm wrong, or I'll just put it out until July. I just don't feel comfortable.
Your Honor, let's go ahead and put it out for a month. I
Okay, I'll
certainly respect the court's decision. I do disagree with it.
It's
but,
okay. Hey, listen,
yeah, no,
you're not
no
going to be the
offense
first
taken.
one that disagrees with me today. It's okay. It goes with the territory. All right, you've always been respectful, though. I'll tell you that. Give me a date 5 weeks out, Heather or Jennifer.
We can, the 8th, that's your probation docket. Can we do it like at 11?
Yeah, I can do it at 11. I'll do it June the 8th at 11. How's that? June 8th at 11.
Noted,
Make
Your
sure
Honor.
you show up
Thank
for your
you.
competency exam. Okay? Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Sorry, Televalley. I think I'm right, though. I really do. Thanks. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you very much.
Have a good
Good
afternoon,
luck.
Your Honor.
Thank you. David Lee Suggs Jr. versus Tammy Sue Bensick and Tyler Joseph Bensick. Is that felony out there yet, or whatever I've got?
Yeah, Travolta out there.
Okay. Is this just a sign on record, or is this a sign on record too? Let me take this criminal case first. They've been waiting. Matthew Blake Leone, 26G710217. Detective, your name?
Sergeant Gary Robinson, Gibraltar Police Department.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God. Mr. Leone, I'm not swearing you to an oath. I'm swearing the detective, so don't answer that, okay?
Sorry.
Did you say I do, Lieutenant or Sergeant?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Sure, this is a domestic violence.
Wait a minute. No.
two
I gotta
cases.
hang on. Slow down. I gotta do the signing on record first. So so Mr. Leone doesn't put his hand up again. And so we just start slower. Put your hand up again, Sergeant, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
On 5/3/2026, at approximately 01:30 hours, Sergeant Seifert and Officer Lezat were dispatched to 13924 Waters Way in the city of Gibraltar for domestic violence disturbance. The call was lost. Dispatch could not get contact. When they did arrive, they spoke with 3 individuals at the residence. Ms. Shaylin Grilletta, which is one of the victims, and Rochelle Burris. Rochelle said there was an argument that started in the bedroom where she was pushed and her hair was pulled by Matthew Leone. Shaylin Grilletta said she came into the bedroom to see what was going on and saw that there was a physical fight going on. She approached Mr. Leone and she was pushed, and then she was punched in the face by Mr. Leone. A third subject, who was just a witness, came in to break up the fight, and he was not assaulted during the altercation. Officers placed Mr. Leone under arrest, and he was transported to the Gibraltar Police Department for booking.
Wait a second. I didn't hear anything. Maybe I misunderstood, but what about Rachel Burris? Was she assaulted?
Yes, yeah, I said she was pushed, and then her hair was pulled at the beginning of the disturbance.
All right, but maybe I misunderstood. I thought you said Grilletta. What happened with Grilletta then?
Grilletta was pushed and then punched in the face after the assault of Rochelle.
What's his relationship with Burris and Grilletta?
Mr. Leone is dating Rochelle Burris, and Mrs. Grilletta is the daughter of Rochelle Burris.
Got it. Based on your sworn testimony, I find the crime of domestic violence, 2 counts, one involving the victim, Rachel Burris, and the other involving the victim, Shaylin Grilletta, were committed. There's probable cause to believe those crimes were committed by the defendant and unauthorized. The issuance of the complaint and the warrant. Does your client stand mute and waive formal reading here?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Leone, your name again.
Matthew Blake Leone.
You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to be represented by a lawyer today and in all subsequent court proceedings. That if you ever choose to submit the question with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, do the 2 of them live, detective, with Mr. Leone at this address of 13924 Watersway Drive?
Yes, Your Honor, they all live together.
And who owns the house?
I believe they're both renting it, Mrs. Burris and Mr. Leone.
Any reason to dispute that, counsel?
I believe that, I thought that the apartment was in Mr. Leone's name, but I had no reason to question.
Okay, are you
Your Honor.
wait a minute, are you pretty accurate on your comment here that they both rent the property, Sergeant?
Ms. Leone, Ms. Burris says that she rents, she's on the property. But Mr. Leone said he is also on it there too, so I'm not 100% certain, but they both live there.
What kind of a record does Mr. Leone have?
His CCH shows nothing.
Do you work, sir? And if so, where do you work and how much do you make?
Yes, sir. I work for Lions Towing in Woodhaven. I average anywhere from 600 to 800 a week take home.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I want to be clear. I'm going to give you a personal bond, but you are to stay away from those victims. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a $2,000 personal bond, but listen very carefully. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with Shaylin Grilletta and or Rachel Burris, no contact prosecution witnesses. You cannot go back to 13924 Watersway Drive in Gibraltar. If you have property there, like clothing and shaving cream and the shaving gear and the like, toothbrush, whatever, you can go back, but once and only with the police. You can't go back there without them. So you'd have to make arrangements for Detective Robinson and or some other police officers at Gibraltar to meet with you. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're not going to have to obtain a tether, because if I made you get a tether, you're going to be sitting in the county jail for 5 days, which would be no fun. But you're not to be within 2 miles, not to be within 2 miles of the victims, their residence or place of employment. Also, you cannot leave the state without consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'll give you a personal bond. Your pretrial date will be on May the 12th, and that will be at 9 o'clock in the morning. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck. We'll see you here on May the 12th. If you think you need qualify for a court-appointed lawyer, you're going to have to fill out a petition for one. You're entitled to one on the first day, but not after that, unless I'm convinced you're indigent. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else, Detective?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Good luck, sir. Thank you. David Lee Suggs Jr. versus Tammy Sue Bensick and Tyler Joseph Bensick. Tammy Bensick, I see you. State your name. You have to unmute. Where's Tyler or David Suggs at? There you are.
Tammy Bensick. I'm actually
Mr.
a plaintiff. I'm not the.
Oh,
Yes,
my
Judge, for some
apologies.
reason, now with M-File, they can enter multiple plaintiffs, which we've never
get
been
it.
able to
That's
do
all right.
before.
I get it. Ms. Bensick, you are a plaintiff. Mr. Suggs, your name?
David Lee Suggs Jr.
Where is Tyler Bensick? Is he here?
Judge, I don't have him on Zoom.
And they paid for a second mailing.
Yeah, I believe this was last week when Judge Hessen was covering. We did move it to this week. He was present, I believe, at that hearing. Hi.
Well,
But
he's
he has
at
not
this
appeared
one.
today.
And this was scheduled today for what time?
1:30.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I got backed up there. My apologies. But I'm going to go ahead and give you your writ. I'm going to figure it. I'm sorry. I'm going to fill it out for you. He's entitled to 10 days. So he has to be out by the 14th. And that means vacate the property, take his clothing, all his belongings, and turn over the keys. And that has to be by May the 14th. And no money judgment is entered at this time, and he may be liable for money damages after he moved if additional rent is owed or there's damage to the property. I just want to double check one thing. You did not pray for money damages on this, so you are all set. I wish you both well. Do you have a question, either one of you, Mr. Suggs?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Bensick, do you?
I do not. He actually left Friday, and took his belongings.
Did he turn over the key, though? You can't get in the property.
He cannot get in the property.
Pardon me?
He cannot get into the property.
No. Did he turn over the keys to you?
He didn't have a key.
Did you guys live together or something?
Tyler is my stepson.
I see. Is it your son, Mr. Suggs, or somebody?
No, he's my.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm entering this judgment. I wish you both well. We will send it out to you, and you are all set. Good luck, folks. Default judgment's entered. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Now, do I have Mr. Do I have Miguel Martinez versus Tammy Muniz, 2601723?
Yep.
Good morning,
Your Honor. Mr.
Yeah.
Martinez, I'm here.
All right. State your full name, if you would, Mr. Martinez.
Miguel A. Martinez.
Ms. Muniz, your name? Unmute, please.
Tammy Ann Munoz.
So what's going on here? Were you two living together at 3714 and you just did you split up or something? Or just tell me what the short version is.
The short version, Your Honor, was I let her, she was disabled and I let her stay here after she was getting evicted from another location. And we have come to an agreement that she'll be moved out here shortly.
So I'm going to give him a judgment, ma'am. Is that true?
Your Honor, I wasn't evicted at my other place. I was injured.
No, I don't need to know about that. I just want to
Okay,
make
yes,
sure.
okay.
Are you in a moving car? Come on.
I'm driving. She's,
I
she has
can't
some.
have people in cars. Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry. Is my daughter driving me because I got an injury?
Pull over the car.
And
Owner's Management versus Kelly Woolworth, 2601718. She needs to pull the car over.
okay, sorry, Your Honor.
Mr. Lechner, your name?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney David Lechner, P number 67994 on behalf of Owners Management.
Is Kelly Woolworth here?
I am here. I'm not the one that was in the car, though. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You what?
I'm not the one that was in the vehicle.
No, I know. Next time you have to have your full name on there. We don't know what Kelly. There's a million Kellys. You know what I mean? Your name, please.
I apologize, Your Honor. My name is Kelly Woolworth.
That's okay. So this is for termination of tenancy. Wow. Did you listen to all the rights on the video?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand all the rights?
I did.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer?
I do not have a lawyer currently at this time, but I have spoken to the attorney that's on the breakout room today.
Well, he represents Owners Management.
Your Honor, if I may, we were here last week. We got an adjournment for Ms. Woolworth to speak to Lakeshore Legal Aid. She told me she called them and never got a call back. So here's my suggestion for today. I'm asking for an adjournment so she can either reach out, try and have Lakeshore talk to her again, because that's unusual. I know Lakeshore's, whether or not they represent somebody, they're usually pretty good about getting back in touch with the client. But also I want to talk to my client to see how we can potentially work this out. So if we can get an adjournment for 1 or 2 weeks so we can.
What do you want, 1 or 2?
Whatever's good for the court, Your Honor. I'm fine.
I could care less. I'll give you 2 if you want. May 18th at what time?
Can we do it in the morning, Your Honor?
We can do 8:30. You've got some free
8:30.
trials in the morning.
May 18th at 8:30. Ms. Whitworth, make sure you get a hold of Lakeshore. Will you do that for me, please?
I will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Call them multiple times, though, okay? Because sometimes they're not as quick about getting back.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thanks. Are you pulled over, Ms. Bensick? Ms.
Munoz? Yes, I am, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'm going back on Martinez versus Munoz, 2601723. Your name again, Ms. Munoz?
Tammy Ann Munoz.
All right. Ma'am, any question but that you are going to move out by May the 14th?
Okay, so, Your Honor, I mean, I know you don't want to hear all this, but is June, July is the only apartments that I could get into. I've been trying to look at apartments, consumer housing. I've been on the list in 2010 since my first accident. And so I'm on the
If
waiting
you haven't heard
list,
from
but
them since 2010, they're probably not going to help you out. How long can you give her, Mr. Martinez, to get out?
Your Honor, I'm willing. I do understand she's been looking for senior housing for disabled seniors. I'm willing to give her till is July 1st okay?
July or June?
July would be okay. I'm willing. I know she's been looking.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So he's gonna give you all the way until July 1. Do you agree with that?
Yes, yes, Your Honor, I appreciate
She's
that.
not driving again, is she?
And I,
Is she driving again?
no,
I'm,
No, she's pulled. I
nope.
believe
You
she.
can get out the. I'm with my daughter. I'm with my daughter.
no, but you're in a car and you're
I'm
still
pulled
moving,
over.
aren't you?
She's getting up. Get out the
No,
car,
no, no,
Tammy.
Your Honor. No, no, no.
You're not
Okay,
moving?
I'll get out the car. No, I'll get out the car, but I'll try to get out the car. Because I have a little concussion, but I'll get out the
July
car.
1. July 1, okay? You have to vacate by July 1, and I'm gonna fill out the judgment. You can do that, you think?
Uh, uh, yes, Your Honor. Hopefully, yes, yes, yes,
You gotta be out
yes.
by the 1st, or you're gonna be evicted, okay?
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Here's what complicates this. That's 57 days away. Jeez.
I was just being courteous, Your Honor.
I know
If
you
it,
were,
if,
and that's
if,
okay, but there's a 56-day rule.
okay,
So do you agree to waive the 56-day rule, ma'am? In other words, he's supposed to have to file a motion after 56 days. Actually, May the 4th, would that be what, 27, 58? Yeah, you can't do it. Do you agree to waive the 56-day rule so he doesn't have to file a motion and he can just come in here on the 1st if you're not out and file an application for a writ?
This is my first time doing this, Your Honor. Like I said, I'm trying to get a place, and it's telling me to June, July, and
He's giving you 60 days, 57, 8 days. I
it's
mean, that's
60
pretty
days.
good.
60 days. I think. Yes, yes. I think 60 days.
Do you agree to
I
waive the fifth,
appreciate it.
ma'am? Do you agree to waive the 56-day rule for him? He's being courteous to you.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Yes,
So you understand he doesn't have to file a motion then if you're not out by July 1. He can just come up here on July 1 and file an application for a writ, and I'm gonna sign it. The bailiff's gonna go out and remove you. Do you understand that?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. So you agree to waive that 56-day rule, correct?
Yes.
All right. Judgment for plaintiff. I filled that out, Jennifer. You can send that out. You are all set, ma'am. I sincerely wish you well. Good luck to you, eh? Sir,
Thank
good
you,
luck.
Your Honor.
Good luck to you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Epic Property versus Ashley Leday, 2601708. Sorry about that, counsel. Your appearance?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Hamzi Sob on behalf of the plaintiff, and it's all
How
right.
you doing? How you doing today? Ms. Leday, your name?
Ashley Ladie.
All right. So what are we doing on this one? Did you listen to and understand the rights on the advice of rights on the video, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer or apply for funding?
No, Your Honor.
Is this for termination or non-payment? It's for non-payment.
It's non-payment, Your Honor.
Can you just tell me the total amount that's owed right now?
Yeah, it's $3,490.35, and there's no dispute as to that amount. Miss Ladie is only asking for the court's discretion as to the writ date. I
Okay,
wasn't.
can you get good enough? Can you give me the breakdown on how much is due in past due rent and late fees and costs and attorney fees, each one separate?
Yeah, rent to retain $3,306.18. Costs of $184.17 for that total amount of $3,490.35.
There's no late fees?
I apologize, Your Honor. That was
How much are the late fees, Ms. Leday?
The late fees are $50 a month.
Okay, is that true, counsel? Can you confirm that?
That is true, Your Honor.
All right, so ma'am, I'm gonna give him a judgment. You agree that you owe that amount, correct?
Yes, sir.
When can you pay that?
So I was just telling him that I get paid on the 8th and the 22nd and the 5th. I was in between jobs. I was at the post office, and I resigned due to them sending me very far away, and I wasn't very comfortable with it.
I don't need to hear that. Just tell me what you can pay and when.
I can pay Hold on 1 second here.
No, you should have it right.
1 moment, I apologize.
You're okay. Take your time.
No, that's not right. You have to-
McFly.
What you doing, bills now?
I can pay, I could pay 2 by the 22nd.
2,000?
Yes. And the rest I can have paid by the 5th, and I do understand that that will be into the next month. I am waiting for, I have to go to the unemployment office tomorrow, Your Honor. I'm owed 2,000, and it was just held up by the post office. That's why this is late, and I was in between jobs, and I am working again full-time. So if
Here's what I'll do. Counsel, I'm prepared to give her, if she pays 2,000 by May the 22nd, to be the balance to be paid by June 5th. Any strong objection to that?
I would just note an objection, Your Honor, but we would rest on the court's discretion.
That's what I'll do, ma'am. But you got to remember, you're going to have to pay. So I'm going to give him a judgment. It's going to be for 3,490.35. You have to pay at least 2,000 by May 22nd. I'm going out of my way here. And then the balance by June the 5th. Okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, counsel. Sorry to keep you there so long. It was just a little crazy today. Thank
Understood,
you.
Your Honor. Thank you.
Meadowlands versus Noah Lore and Heather Lore, 2601738.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Attorney Bear to Salem on behalf of plaintiff.
Thanks, man. Oh, that's sad.
Heather Lore, your name?
Heather Lore.
Where is Noah?
He's working.
Did you listen to and understand the rights?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer or apply for funding?
I did apply for funding, Your Honor. I came in on Friday, I believe it's the 1st, and filled out that form, the DC, I don't remember the numbers, 539 or something.
That entitles you to a 2-week adjournment. Okay?
Okay.
So, counsel, tell me what is owed on this?
Your Honor, rent to retain is $3,129.93. Late fees are $40. Court costs are $238.43 for a total of $3,408.36.
340836?
Correct.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and give you a 2-week adjournment, but know that that's the amount you're going to end up having to pay. So you have a 2-week adjournment, and we'll see on May the 18th. Am I going to make that at 8:30, Jen?
10 o'clock, Your Honor.
10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, counsel. Have a great day, Ms. Laura. Good luck. Make sure Noah's here, though, okay? He can
Yes,
still
thank you.
zoom in, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, do you have Woodhaven Place too?
Correct.
Jeez, Woodhaven Place versus Heather King. Heather King and Fina Woodruff, 2601721.
Attorney Bear to Salem on behalf of plaintiff, Your Honor. I did not speak with either defendant.
They have not
They're
checked in
not
with me,
here.
Your Honor.
Are you going to take a default?
Yes.
Go ahead, give me your figures, your breakdown.
Rent to retain is $884.09. Late fees are $70. Court costs are $226.43. Oh, I'm so sorry, Your Honor. Those are my numbers for April. Rent to retain is $652.62. Late fee is $70. Court costs are $226.43 for a total of $879.05. I apologize.
That's okay. Are you sure you said 652
Correct.
plus 70 is 722 plus 226? You should be over 900. You should be about 948. Am I missing something?
If you give me a brief moment, I can redo the math.
You're good. You're 652.60, you said, right?
652.62, yes.
Plus 70 is 722.62 plus 226.43. 922, 948, 949.05 it should be, right?
No, my end total was correct. My rent to retain was incorrect. It should be 582.62. So 582.62 for rent to retain, $70 in late fees. Court costs are $226.43, and the grand total is $879.05.
Good enough. Judgment will enter by default. Writ date will be on the 14th. Would you please try to send me that now so I can sign it before I leave, or at least try to?
Yes, I will have that to you as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tanglewood versus Diane Dickinson. 2-6-0-1-2-2-2.
Your Honor, that's not the case number that I have.
I'm sorry, why is that printed out? No, my mistake. Tanglewood versus Diane Dickinson, 2601743. My apologies. Ms. Dickinson, your name? I need your name. You have to unmute, Ms. Dickinson. Counsel, your appearance.
Bearta Salem on behalf of plaintiff, Your Honor.
Ms. Dickinson, your name?
Diane Dickinson.
Good afternoon. All right. What are we doing on this one?
Your Honor, I had a chance to speak to the defendant and the occupants, and we did come to a resolution for a consent agreement. Rent to retain is $1,569.86. Late fees are $100, and that's 2 months of late fees at $50 each. Court costs are $190.04 for a grand total of $1,859.90 to be paid as followed: $700 on May 14th, and then the remaining balance on May 29th. And if defendant defaults on either of those payments, then plaintiff may seek a writ.
Who is the occupant with the Detroit Tiger jersey on there? What's your name, ma'am?
That's Tanya Liss.
Okay, and you live there as well, correct?
Yes.
Do you both understand those terms? That is that she's saying that you owe $1,859.90, and that you're going to pay that as follows: $700 by the 14th of May, with a balance to be paid by May the 29th. Do you agree to that? Do both of you agree to that? Let's hear from you first, Ms. Dickinson.
Yes.
And you said it's Ms. Liss?
Yes.
And you agree to that as well?
Yes, I do.
You have 3 business days, ladies, since you're unrepresented by a lawyer, to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. You have 10 days to appeal this. Do you understand that, Ms. Liss?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that, Ms. Dickinson?
Yes, I do.
All right, ladies, I'm going to enter judge. This is, did you say this was a consent judgment, Ms. Salem?
Yes, and I did advise Ms. Dickinson of her rights, and she did give me permission to sign her name to the consent.
Is that true, Ms. Dickinson? You're giving counsel the right to your permission to sign your name?
Yes, I did.
All right. Well, I wish you two well. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
You
Thanks,
too.
Ms. Salem.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
A little rugged one today.
Have
Do I have
a
Doug
good
Heckler
one.
here?
In this emotional eviction court moment, a tenant stands before the judge admitting she owes nearly $3,500 in unpaid rent after losing her job and struggling financially for months. Instead of immediately removing her from the property, the judge gives her one final chance. Pay $2,000 by May 22nd and the remaining balance by June 5th. But the warning is serious. If she misses those deadlines, the eviction can move forward immediately. As the courtroom goes silent, one question hangs over everything. If you were the judge, would you give her more time or enforce the eviction right away? Because in eviction court, one payment can save your home, and one missed deadline can cost everything. Like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.